Ladies, gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, meine Damen und Herren, señores y señoras, mesdames et cara, welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Special Andre. This is the Black Dragon League, and on this interesting and wonderful Wednesday evening, I'm going to cast a best of three series of Kas against Socke. Um, for the Black Dragon League, both players, like you should see in the chat between those two guys, are already qualified for the playoffs. So um, this series is basically just for show. Socke here spawning in the bottom left as the red Protoss, and Kas as the orange Terran in the top right. So Kas just got back home from a party. Interesting time to party. But anyway, he's here, he is playing, and maybe especially the reason why he asked, okay, we are both in the qualifiers, so he doesn't really have to pay attention, maybe he can show us some awesome special tactics here. Let's just see where this is going. I hope for an entertaining series. And I hope you hope so too, because if more people hope, Osama is dead. No, I'm sorry. On a more serious note, maybe it will help. Who knows? Who knows? So let me go for the in-game music, in-game sound. Here we go. Now everybody should be able to hear everything. And yeah, going for the refinery here. This barracks just finished. And of course orbital command coming up right away. Socke going for the cybernetics core. Now the question is, will he go and when he will go for the Nexus, of course. Now he's scouting with the probe in the bottom right, won't scout anything. We are on the latter version of Shakura's plateau, means we can have close positions, means we have no backdoor entrance here. And let's just move up the ramp and see what else is going on with this probe. We see Marauder being produced, concussor shell being researched, so one barracks concussor shell Marauder opening here by Kas. Maybe he wants to move out to make a little bit of damage here and there. And we see the minerals for Socke getting higher and higher. He's currently sitting on the 250 and he might be on the 400 pretty soon. Should be moving out with a probe any second now to go for a gateway number 2, because he decided not to go one gate expand. He decided to build the Stalker as soon as the cybernetics core finished, go for gate number 2, and is even going for the gate number 3, so he wants to make and he wants to go for some pressure. He has no idea what's up in the base of Kas. Kas looks like wants to go ZX style opening after the concussor shell research was finished, immediately going for the stim pack. We should see a reactor on this barracks pretty soon. Right about now, by the way. No, looks like not just yet. And there is the reactor. He was waiting until he had 400 minutes. Oh, something, my voice is dying on me. Let me just take some medicine. And here now we see Kas moving up the ramp, perfect force feed by Socke, so Kas needs to make the most of it, but he already lost the Marauder, lost the second Marauder, and he just lost 2 Marauders and a Marine just to only take out the Stalker. Perfect force feed, perfect reaction timing here by Socke, and as soon as he realized, okie dokie, the threat for the moment is over, I can go for the Nexus. He should be in a good position, even having a pilot here on this high ground. And this is interesting because let's just assume he's getting sieged. Oh yeah, he can warp in a bunch of zealots and attack from the back. Another interesting force field. This one Marauder wanted to stake out the Stalker. Stalker still survives with a 4 HP left, and the Zealot killed it in the end. And this Zealot already killed 1 Marine and 2 Marauders, so absolutely paid off for Socke here. Now we see Kas, after finishing the first bunker, is going for bunker number 2 right now. He wants to be safe. And I'm currently not sure if there will be other games in the Black Dragon League beside Kas and Socke. Most of the times, but not always, the Team Liquid calendar is telling us the truth. When I was casting Black Dragon League 2 weeks ago, there were actually 4 matches just instead of 3, and as soon as this first game from this best of 3 series is over, I will try to find out and check if there are any other games coming up today, or if this series will be the only series for the Black Dragon League today. So, Kas now going for the missile turret. Of course, going for the missile turret is always a good thing, because Dark Shrine is just warped in here by Socke. He's going for the hallucination research as well. And of course, this is a good upgrade to have, just for some faster scouting, for some vision on some high grounds. Just imagine Pylon here, Phoenix Void Ray here, and boom, the DTs are in the base. But take a look at Kas' missile turret placement. He wants to prepare it like right away. But if there are, for example, 2 or 3 DTs warped in, taking out the missile turret, splitting the DTs right away, he might be able, Socke might be able to do some damage in that regard. So Socke is currently on 3 gates, will be on 4 gates. We do not see a Robo, we do not see a Stargate, we do not see a Forge, so he's going very, very gateway heavy. But when we take a look at the Harvesters, he's already at 50 probes on 2 bases, and 4 gates is just not enough. He needs more production facilities, otherwise he will just sit on a ton of money, and he's already sitting on the 500 minerals, 250 gas, even though he's going for another gateway, going for a forge, and there he just started to go for even more gateways. Really like the fact that he's splitting up the gateway here, and if Kas is scanning or scouting, he will not see all the gateways at once, so Socke will be on 6 gates, and he's not going for some sort of MC style timing push. He's just going for gates, he's going for upgrades after the DT shrine was finished. By the way, here is the DT thanks to this pylon and the hallucination I was talking about. He needs to really watch out where he's going with the DTs. Kas is completely aware of it. Socke tries to avoid this one missile turret, still has more DTs here in the top, and Kas will go for a scan pretty soon, because most of the DTs are split up. This DT is still alive, and DT number 2 is going down. He does not have enough energy just yet. He needs to wait 8 more seconds. Meanwhile, okay, Socke, sure, do the damage you can, take out a supply depot, force another scan. Oh no! This DT was just in the detection range of this missile turret. And now Kas here, of course, with the units on the high ground, taking out the pylon, so for the moment he should be safe. And there we have patrolling Dark Templar, of course, always a good thing to have. Now Kas going for 5 more supply depots, building those all over the place. He even was forced to use a supply job in order to continue with the production. Now Socke is going for the 10 o'clock. Base expansion number 2, we see him now getting the Robo. The +1 attack was researched already. Now he's going for the +1 armor, and he's constantly warping in just more units. The charge for the zealots just finished, and remember, the charge for the zealot is not only allowing those zealots to charge, it's also increasing the movement speed from 2.25 to 2.75, which is actually like 20% more movement speed, if I'm not mistaken. And by the way, Socke G really going gateway heavy, adding 2 more gateways. Actually he's adding 4 more gateways, so he will be on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 gateways. And with this robo, what is he going to do with that? Maybe he's just going for some observers, but looks like Kas is now moving out. Standard Marine Marauder Medivac, just scanning here, checking for a DT, checking for an observer, and this Nexus just finished. Worst possible timing, but now Socke is able to flank some nice force fields, picking off a couple of those units, immediately focusing on the Marauder. Nice pickup by Kas, by the way. More DTs getting warped in, trying to do some damage. Not just yet, this DT is just on move command. I'm not sure why he was not forcing a scan with this DT. Kas currently sitting on 2 scans, so he should be in a good enough position. Scan number 1 going down there, we see some Guardian shots, force fields, Zealots charging in, but I think Socke might not have enough forces here. Those Stiff Marines just do a little bit too much damage. Socke realizing this, pulling back for the moment, going for the +2/+2 upgrades here on his gateway units. Just warped in another 8 Zealots, and he will be able to warp in even more Zealots pretty soon. Another DT at the front, forcing off another scan, and there we see the DT going down. So are the Stalkers now. Zealots charging in, of course, with the Zealots taking some damage. He's able to just do a little bit more, taking out double medivacs with the 2 Stalkers, but now all the Zealots are dead, and so are the rest of the gateway units. At the same time, Kas started to drop in Socke's main base, and I think this should be it for the first game. Even though Socke will be able to hold this attack off, the question is at what cost, because Kas now is double the supply, and Socke already lost his expansion. Meanwhile, Kas got the planetary up here pretty soon in terms of units lost. Socke is behind 5,000 resources there. Kas is going for another drop tank, taking out even more forces. He already killed 35 probes, which is quite a lot. And now pulling back with his remaining 2 Marines and Marauders. Let's take a look. There are all the SCVs mining. Mules called down, Socke realizing it, and GGing. So Kas is currently up 1-0 against Socke here for the matches of the Black Dragon League.